Right before this video begins, I just want to throw out a quick disclaimer. Yes, this video has some video errors while filming. There was some video corruption, so I decided to just turn it into something cool. So I made this video kind of like a VHS 80s edition, kind of. Enjoy the video. Hey, what's up guys, it's RNSRT264 back again with another video for you guys, and I love Rob the Robot. I just do awesome piece of Nintendo history, and I've always wanted a plush version, so I bought a crappy plush robot thing online and started customizing away. Enjoy the video. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the head and I'm going to cut off the body and yeah, get that going. And then also I got a bunch of things from Hobby Lobby to customize with, so let's cut this in half and go from there. So I'll definitely be keeping the head. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I'll hold on to it. So now that I have it disassembled, oh, disassembled, anyways. So I'm gonna have to cover that up with something. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do this, but have that going, and basically I'm gonna do something like that. And to give it some more stability, I'm gonna use this old paintbrush that I don't really need anymore as kind of a way to keep everything up. So I definitely have to. So one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to make the arms a little bit bendy so I could bend them into shape. So I bought this wire, which I'm going to kind of double up and wrap around and get it to have some posable arms, just like the actual Rob the Robot. So I'm going to get going on that first. Alright, so far it's been a success. I took out a fair amount of the stuffing, restuffed the arms with the bendy wires, and now they're actually holding. I switched out the paintbrush I was going to use for kind of a mount right there for a smaller one, and I'm going to use the head, put the head right here. And using some of this the styrofoam stuff, I'm going to cut it a little bit more to size and hot glue it in right there. And then I'm going to put the label right here, Rob the Robot, ROB right there, with some letters that I found elsewhere. And with the styrofoam block, which I think the nice people at Hobby Lobby overcharged me for. Oh well, I'm going to cut it not that much, and then I'm going to glue and all this. I'm gonna cut this out and glue things and stuff. So, anyways, just gonna wait for my sister to come back with the stuff. While we were out and about, I was trying to think of something I could use to make the wire, and as we were walking around, I saw these pipe cleaners and thought these would be the perfect thing to make the bendy wire in the back out of. And I think that came out pretty good. I do have to do something about this, so I have a couple ideas. I think I'm gonna do the lazy man approach, and maybe I'll just kind of hot glue like a piece of this foam on the back of it. But so far, this is coming out really good. Still waiting for my foam blade to warm up. I think my hot glue gun's probably ready, but anyways. So, quick little side note on, okay, I know this looks bad, but what I'm gonna do is, for a while now, I've wanted to redo this neck piece on my Rob the Robot plush, because this has been, oh gosh, months later. So I've removed the paintbrush, and now the body has a little bit more flex to it. So what I'm going to try to do is see if I can't cover up that hole, because it's pretty level as is, and I understand that my focus sucks on my stupid piece of shit phone. But I'm waiting for my camera to recharge. So anyways, I'm going to try to level out the head a little bit better. And yeah, that looks a little bit better. See if I can't get it to go down a little bit. So let's see if I can't get that last little chunk out. And using a spare Rob the Robot head, so I don't have to dig deep into my craft material. So I can just kind of cut out a hole from there and get it on there, get them all leveled up, and should look a lot better. So here he is, the final plush. It's been a fair amount of time since I filmed the last sequence. So here he is with the magnetic head and it's kind of hard to see because my phone doesn't like to focus, but well, anyways, kind of hard to see. I really don't know why there we go. So yeah, so a lot of hot glue, a magnet, and got his head. Looks pretty good. It looks fairly accurate for the most part, at least for a plush. Anyways, so I got the front body right here, clear, and then I have Rob the Robe. I got his name, R-O-B, Rob. Now this is what the undercarriage looks like, and the other side looks like. Pretty good, pretty good. This is where the batteries would be, and the little booster rockets, like in Super Smash Bros. And the bending wire in his arms, so you can kind of play with them, kind of punch things. Kind of a challenge to do with just one hand. One of the things I really like is how movable the plush is. It's almost like a little mini puppet. You know, like little waves and stuff. And now on the back I have the writing that was here blocked out, and then just as a reference to my YouTube channel and my favorite Nintendo console, the N64 Lego. And I even have the little red light bulb on top of his head, just like the actual one. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this. I think it turned out pretty good, and I can't wait to use it in a Super Smash Bros. Video coming up soon, hopefully, or a crossover Mario or video game plush video. I'd love to do one of these days. Ultimately, my only complaint is that I didn't record more of this. There was a lot of building process that happened off screen that didn't get captured, and hopefully in future videos I do better at that. But anyways guys, this is RSR22647, my amigos. Peace. Have a great night.